What up, my dudes, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be making some delicious taquitos from scratch, along with a homemade salsa, which is to die for. So, without further ado, let's get started. So we're going to start by making a salsa. You're going to need 4 tomatoes for the salsa, 1 lime, and 2 tomatillos. They're kind of like a green tomato. They're a little bit sticky when you peel them. You're also going to need some garlic. We're going to be using 3 cloves of garlic, 2 jalapeños that I just dropped. And we're going to go ahead and de-seed those jalapenos, just to make it a little bit less spicy. We're going to use 3/4 of an onion. Go ahead and save 1/4 of that onion for later. And we're just going to give that a rough dice, and we're going to dice 1 of our garlic cloves. This is going to be for the taquitos later, not the salsa. And we're just going to put that to the side, because we might as well do it all now. And then you're going to boil a pot of water, and add your tomatillos, your tomatoes, about 6 chili arbol, de-seed it. You're going to add some salt to the water, and then you're going to also add 1 guajillo chili, de-seed it also. And while that's boiling, we're going to take 2 tomatoes, and we're just going to dice both of them. Save 1 with the onions and garlic, and then put that 1 for the side for later, because that's going to be what we're going to use for garnish. Put all those raw onions, garlic, and jalapenos into a food processor, and after 10 minutes, your tomatoes and tomatillos and chili peppers should be done. Make sure you take the skins off those tomatoes, and add those arbol chili peppers in there too. Add about a teaspoon of salt and a tablespoon of sugar. Add some black pepper. I'm doing this all to taste, so adjust it however you want. And then go ahead and squeeze the juice of 1 lime into here. And then we're going to process this on high until it's nice and kind of smooth and runny, like a restaurant. Go ahead and jar that, and that'll stay in your fridge for quite a while, actually. Alright, now for our spice mix, we're going to use half a teaspoon of garlic salt, half a teaspoon of oregano, 1/4 teaspoon of cumin, half a teaspoon of onion powder, about a half teaspoon of salt, some black pepper, about a 1/4 teaspoon of cayenne, 1/4 teaspoon of chili powder, and a 1/4 teaspoon of smoked paprika. Not the most traditional spice mix, but it's very good. And we're going to need 1 can of this El Pato hot tomato sauce. It has the duck on it. That's how you know you got the right one. So go ahead and heat a frying pan. And we're going to go ahead and add our tomatoes, onions, and garlic. We're just going to give those a light saute. Then we're going to add 1 pound of meat. Ground beef. That's what I'm using here. You could probably do this with ground pork too if you wanted to, but I haven't tried that out. Let me know if you do in the comments. Add your spice mix once everything's in the pan. Go ahead and cook it off. Don't drain the grease. That's where the flavor lives. And add your 1 can of El Pato. Then we're going to go ahead and cook it until it simmers. Cover it. And then reduce for about 10 to 15 minutes until it's thickened up like so. This is going to have a lot of flavor. So I forgot to film this, but once you've heated up your corn tortillas in a cast iron skillet, you're going to take your meat, take about a scoop or 2, and roll them up. Then place them seam side down in the skillet when we go to cook them. Then go ahead and add a neutral oil like canola for frying. We're just going to shallow fry these things after you roll them up into a taquito shape with the meat on the inside. Cook them until they're lightly golden brown, or a little bit darker if you like yours extra crunchy like I do. Then we're going to go ahead and top them with some lettuce, some of our reserved tomato, that fresh salsa we made, some crema or sour cream, and then some cojita cheese. And you gotta hit it with a lime. And now let's take a look at how this turned out. Doesn't that look beautiful? I think it does. Let's go to a taste test. Alright guys, time for a taste test. Ooh, hot. Feel good. These are delicious. I recommend you make these. They're spicy. The fresh salsa is really nice to it. Crema or sour cream, delicious addition. A little bit of that salty cojita cheese. It's fantastic. Totally recommend making this. Look at that. Alright, cut the future marshal. And there you have it, folks. A really easy taquitos recipe. Yeah, there are a couple steps involved, but hey, the end result is worth it. If you liked what you saw, like, comment, subscribe. Really helps out the channel. Let me know what you want me to cook next. And as always, toodles.